So our first news here is that Bitcoin futures, for the first time in a year, are trading below the spot price. And that only happens because the funding has been negative for so long. So if you want to buy futures without leverage, you can actually buy Bitcoin at a discount because the market expects the price of Bitcoin to keep falling. So that's something very interesting. It could be bullish, it could be bearish, depending on how you view things. That everybody is so negative that it could be signaling a bottom, potential bottom. But at the same time, it means that bears are currently in control. Now, are Bitcoin ETFs collapsing? This is something very important because ETFs, they hold Bitcoin spot. And a lot of people on the Wall Street, they don't know how to buy Bitcoin because they don't watch this channel apparently. So they buy Bitcoin through these ETFs. And now they're panic selling, and we've seen a plunge of 51% in the biggest outflow ever. So that's quite significant. And this is the orange one, is the holdings in Bitcoin. So they just lost 20,000 Bitcoin. They were forced to sell because people want to sell. Probably not the best time to sell, but it might go even lower. So this one is Canada's Purpose Bitcoin ETF. But there's other ones. For example, 3IQ also, they have been forced to sell quite a bit of their Bitcoins. And what we are seeing is a widespread contagion. And it could be even worse depending on how these lending companies in crypto, if they don't survive, things will get even worse. But we'll see how it goes. Another very interesting news here is that ProShares will launch an ETF aimed at shorting Bitcoin following dip under 20K. So this, I don't know if this is the best idea, but they will have a shorting Bitcoin ETF. People might pile up into this ETF and it will create selling pressure on Bitcoin. Again, this could be bearish because bears are in control. This could be bullish because maybe they are going a little bit too crazy to launch an ETF aimed at shorting Bitcoin. And finally, Bitcoin dead. Google searches hit a new all-time high. That's probably bullish because we all know that Bitcoin is not dead. We know that the blockchain does not care about the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin is doing just fine. But the sentiment is very negative. And on one hand, it could signal a bottom, but again, it means that bears are in control and they can push further for a maximum pain. And that could mean an even lower price. And I do believe that we are going for a lower price. Looking at the weekly chart, we see that Bitcoin almost touched the Fibonacci at 17,200 and it recovered a little bit. We are still below the 200 weekly MMA. And if we zoom in a little bit, let's put the daily chart, we see that we might have found a local bottom around here, but I don't believe this is the end of it. The volume is a little high here, but we've seen higher volumes than this. And this was in a bull run, so I do not expect this to be the actual bottom. A local bottom, maybe, yes, we could go to 28K and retest this moving average here. This is the 50 moving average. We could see that, but I do not expect us to bottom out in quite a while. And I even put here some target prices that I believe Bitcoin will go at least the 12,000 and 5,500 in the worst case scenario. And since there's so many problems in the crypto space regarding these lending, over leverage lending platforms, they could actually bring the price to these levels. And like I said, the lower it goes, the better for us. We can just buy spot. This is not the time to use leverage. So this is the time to work hard, generate income any way you can, find a way to make money online or something like that. Because I believe this will be an amazing opportunity. And after we actually bottom this out, I believe the next pump will be unlike anything we've seen before. Now, something that I would like to see Michael Saylor get liquidated, not because I hate Michael Saylor, but because 160,000 Bitcoin being thrown at the market, that would be an amazing buy opportunity for us. Well, maybe it won't happen because his liquidation price is at around 3,000. A little bit out of reach, at least for now. We'll see. If it happens, I think it will be the actual bottom. And that would be an amazing price to buy. So that's all I'm saying. And just to put things into perspective, this is the NASDAQ 100 index. We can see that in the 2000 bubble, it took NASDAQ 2 years to bottom out. It fell more than 80%. 80%. Can you imagine that? we were here at 16,000. Now we are at 11,000, and we could go. This is the COVID crash. We could revisit 8,000 and possibly even lower. So you have to understand that the macro situation is still really bad. The stocks have a lot more to fall. And that's why I don't believe Bitcoin is at the bottom just yet. If stocks were at these levels here, 7,000, 8,000, I would be more inclined to think that Bitcoin has actually bottomed out. But I don't think this is the case. The Fed is still raising rates, and we should be mindful that when they pivot, then of course we want to buy. But for the moment, I think this is the time to just create income any way you can so that we buy at the cheap levels, and the lower it goes, the better for us. Let me know if you like this new format of video. I can do this every single day if you guys are interested. So let me know down in the comments, smash the like button if you want to see more, and thank you for watching.